Manspot here. Welcome to the Armory. We're going to do a review today about magazines for your AR-15. I've done a review like this before, but it was only for the Amend 2 mag. Today, we're going to even the playing field with the most popular mags in the industry. Right here we have the popular Hex Mag, P Mag, MFT Mag, Pro Mag, and your classic steel casing mag. Today we're going to be doing a torture test with all these mags. What I mean when we torture, we are going to shoot every single one of these magazines, and then we're going to load them up with ammunition to see if they still function and fire. And we're not just going to be doing that on a semi-automatic, we're going to be doing it in a fully automatic AR-15. I actually did the exact same thing with the Amend 2 mags. I shot it more than 15 times, and I also shot it with a shotgun, and it's still fully, it's still shot fully automatic over 15 rounds in the Amend 2 mags. But people like to get biased, and they don't want to be butthurt when it comes to their personal mags. So we open up the playing field to where we're going to be testing 5 other mags other than the Amend 2 mag. Just to show you guys that I'm not going to be biased during this test, I will not be shooting the mags myself. Mark is actually going to be shooting them from his AR in a P mag. So that's how they're going to get shot. And then when we actually test the mags, we're going to run it from the Armory's fully automatic AR-15. And then for the grand finale, we're actually going to shoot the mags with a double-barreled shotgun. Let's set it up. So what Mark's gonna do is he's gonna hit each mag 3 times in the designated box or target that we've made on each mag. Proceed, Mark. Every single mag was hit 3 times in the designated box, which is at the bottom of the magazine. So as we can see right here, looks like that held up really good. We have a little spring action coming out there, which is actually normal when you're shooting a magazine. But we can see this one right here completely blew out. The bottom here, we have some spring being exposed, but the biggest thing is the bottom completely blew out. And you can hear a lot of different movement in there. Here, not really so much. You can see the Amend 2 mag right here. I believe this is the MFT mag. Good. We're not showing any springs exposed on that side. On this side, just a little bit. And right here, we have a big spring being exposed, but everything here looks really intact. Same thing here. You can hear a lot going on in here, and just a little spring exposed right here. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna load all these to full capacity and shoot them in a fully automatic. First round has been done. Let's see what we were able to do. Amend 2 mags. We can see that this actually fit 30 rounds in it, and it was shot not 3 times, but 4 times. We have one center mass right here. So this thing is actually looking good for its next torture test. Next, the Hex Mag. So this actually fit 30 rounds in it as well. So this is holding up really good. So we're gonna see how we do there. The P Mag. This actually is now holding 28 rounds in it. And we have one spring that is exposed, so we're gonna see how we do. 28 rounds is actually, you know, I'm impressed with that. Right here, MFT, I'm not too familiar with these, but this actually is now holding 30 rounds as well. So not familiar with these guys, but they're ready for the next torture test for sure. And then we have the Pro Mag. So the Pro Mag actually has 26 rounds in it. Exposed spring right there, so we're gonna see how she does. And then everybody's favorite steel casing round. We have 28 rounds that held in here, even though the bottom got completely ripped off during the torture test. So now we're gonna run all these through a fully automatic and see how they function after the torture test. Amend 2 mags. Perfect. Hex Mag. Good run. P Mag. MFT Mag. Hold on. Still not cycling all the way. Having a feeding issue. Pro Mag. Cycling issue. Rerun. Cycling issue. That's it, this fails. Steel casing. Wait. Round 1 of the torture test is complete. I would say these two completely failed, but we're going to continue cycling them through round 2 just in case people say it was a gun issue, not a mag issue. So we're going to go ahead and see how these do in round 2. The mag that I was most impressed with out of this whole thing was actually the steel casing round. Even though the bottom was completely blown out, it still cycled through 28 rounds flawlessly. For this torture test, we're actually going to bring the rounds further up the magazine, and we're going to try to shoot kind of in a triangle manner of where I want the next rounds to be. That way the durability of the mags will really come to fruition to see how durable they are during this torture test. All right, we have all these set up, good to go. Torture test 2 will commence right now. Put 4 in the Amend 2 mag. Do 5. All right, we're done with torture test number 2. So as we can see, we just grazed the side there, but this is where you can really see on the back end what's going on, because when the bullet hits the front, it hits a spring, forcing it to stick out. So it looks like these two lucked out by not really hitting any springs and forcing them out, but this is gonna be a real test. And Amend 2, yep, we got some major action coming out the back sides. Let's pick these bad boys up and see how much Hornady ammo we can fit in them. Let's see the results from Torture Test 2. Amend 2 mags. Remember, this has 3 additional rounds in it. Not cutting it any slack, we're just stating the facts. Still holds 26 rounds. Hex Mag, 21 rounds. P Mag, 20 rounds. Remember, this took a big blow to the backside there, so for all the P-Mag fans out there that are like, oh, only 20? 20 is still a lot considering what still happened there, so I'm impressed. Remember, these two right here, MFT and Pro Mag, they failed. However, after the Torture Test 2, 27 rounds in the MFT and 26 rounds still in the Pro Mag. And then, of course, everybody's favorite and the underdog, metal casing. We got 18 rounds in this bad boy, even with the 3 shots in the back there, and we got some major spring action going on there. Let's see how they do fully automatic. Amend 2 mags. Hex Mag. Pro Mag. MFT. Fail. Pro Mag. Steel casing. Flawless. Okay, we're getting these ready to do torture test number 3. And we originally had planned on doing 4 torture tests. So we're just gonna see how we do. And you know what? I want you to plug an extra round in the Amend 2 mag. So we're gonna do another 3 rounds in these and see how we do. We've had to disqualify 1 completely. Technically, this baby right here still disqualifies, but since it did so well, cycling, we're gonna let it keep going. So, let's shoot them. Torture test number 3, commencing with the Hornady ammo. Mark. Fire at will. The results from torture test number 3. All of these mags have 9 rounds put through them, except AR-15 mags. I believe that has had 13 rounds put through it. But as we can see right here, the Underdog, the steel casing mag, boy, we could make sweet music right now. All right, a lot of you are just rolling your eyes right now. A few of you may have, cracked a smile. That's what I'm going for here. But let's go ahead and see how these do running fully automatic. Torture test number 3 is done. The result, how many rounds can fit in each mag after that. AR-15 mags, we got 24 rounds in here. Tension still seems to be pretty good, but I'm not shocked by that. Hex Mag, we were able to get 10 rounds in here. I'm not sure how this is going to do just because the tension of the springs is not really there for it to actually cycle. But we're going to go ahead and take a go and see what results we get out of that. P-Mag, we got 17 rounds in here, which I'm impressed because the shit is torn up. So we're going to see how this baby cycles. Remember, this completely failed the MFT. The Pro Mag, we were able to get 14 rounds in here. This technically failed 2 rounds ago, but we're gonna see how she cycles anyways. And then the Underdog. Metal Casing Mag, we were able to actually get 16 rounds in here, which I'm thoroughly impressed with this thing. And you can still make some sweet music. But let's see how they do. AR-15 mags. Ran flawlessly. Hex Mag. Fail. P-Mag. That would be a fail. Pro Mag. And the Underdog. Woo! She's still in it! Torture test 3 is done, and the results are in. The most popular mags that I've seen in the industry, mainly P-Mag and Hex Mag, are out in our torture tests. And believe it or not, just the no-name brands, I'm actually very impressed. Because, I mean, technically, the Pro Mag, I didn't think they would come this far, especially after we had some cycling issues at the beginning of the spring. I think it was after round 1 we're having cycling issues, and then for some reason, whether it got shot again and made a spring tense up in here to actually function properly, I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I'm just saying how I see it. And then the Underdog outperformed the most popular mags in the industry, so to me that says a lot. And then of course, AR-15 mags, I've always been a fan of these, and that's why I chose to represent them, is because the torture test I put these through even before I said I would rep them. So that's why I'm always continually impressed with their, things are flying out and it's still functioning. That's why I'm always continually just impressed with how they function and how they perform. I just want other people to know about how durable they are. But guess what? We're not done with our torture tests. We're gonna continue torturing these until, well, they ain't gonna work anymore. We've done 3 torture tests. And guess what? We're not done. Now we're actually gonna do a scattergun, shotgun. Mark, 2 rounds in each one. Fire when ready. Initially I said put 2 rounds of 12 gauge at each one, but seeing the reaction I was like, maybe we should hold off. Primarily because this sucker flew almost up towards the very back and hit the ceiling, and then it came back down, and you can see mainly just pressure. So it sealed that shut, which may actually help this, actually keep more tension in the spring. So still got music in that one. And the Pro Mag, I'm actually really impressed with this because we still have tension there. And as you can see, we got some nasty spring action coming out there, but we still got tension up there. And then of course the AR-15 mags, bottom got blown out, and we still have pressure. So we're gonna go ahead and do a test to see how these cycle fully automatic. So as we can see with each round, they steadily continue to go down, but AR-15 mag still takes the lead at holding 18 rounds. Pro Mag
still staying the same actually with 14 and 14. And the Underdog still casing going from 16 to 14, so I'm still very impressed with the still casing. But let's see how they cycle.
I'm at 2 mags. Ran flawlessly. Pro Mag. Boom. Underdog still casing. It's warped. When it was shot with the shotgun, that warped this whole mag. It won't even go up unless you really force it, but I don't want to hurt anything, so fail.
2 mags left. Pro Mag and MN2 mags. As you can see, these two have weathered a storm. However, MN2 mags, we've actually put 4 more rounds in it than all the other mags. So, MN2 mags is already outperforming our Pro Mag here. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna do one last final torture test. I say that unless they survive, but I think this might kill them both. But we're gonna hit these 7 more times each and see if they can function after that. So, let's do it! Fire when ready, Commander.
We just did the 5th torture test. 2 mags left, MN2 mags and Pro Mag. We put 7 rounds in each of them, and coincidentally enough, they both only fit 8 rounds. So let's see if these cycle fully automatic and see which one will pass. MN2 mags. Woo! Flawless, baby. Pro Mag. Fail. So honestly, I didn't think the MN2 mag was going to cycle just like the Pro Mag. It just didn't have the tension to keep on cycling all the rounds. But the Pro Mag did fail. MN2 mags, we're still running strong. I mean, last time I did a test, I just kept on running until she gave up the ghost. But today, we're going to let the MN2 mag live on. And the rest, oh, I'm sorry. They're all garbage. MN2 mag, in my opinion, is the way to go.